Hey, welcome to vlog number 3. I'm super loving making these vlogs. I have to get used to saying the V, because I've never been a vlogger before. Anyway, so right now is Saturday morning. I am having some coffee. I'm about to eat something, I don't know what. And then I go teach my Saturday morning class, and I'm excited because today is the hoop version. So every week or every other week, I teach yoga for beginners, and then on the opposite weeks, then I teach hoopasana. And hoopasana is something that I have created myself, so I'm really proud of it. And it's basically the same kind of hatha, like gentle hatha yoga class that I teach the rest of the time, but we do it with these adult-sized hula hoops. And the hoops are like a prop. It's not like hoop dance where you're like super active all the time. They're really just like another yoga prop that you can use for stability and balance, and it's really fun, but it's still really gentle and accessible, so I love it. Excuse me. So two things that I wanted to share with you. One is I wanted to show you this, can you see this? This e.l.f. lip stain. So this is, I think there's 3 colors of it. This is the red orange wash, and my friend Kim turned me on to this. I like it because it's buildable. So right now I just have like a really light application of it, and it just, you know, amplifies the color of my lips. I do not have very naturally pigmented lips. Some people do, and their lips just look like this. My lips basically look like the color of my skin. They're like non-existent. So that's why even if I'm like around the house wearing pajamas, I'll like throw something on, because then like it just makes me feel a little cuter. And I always want my lips to be more pigmented. I've literally thought about getting like my lips tattooed with just like a nice natural color, probably something similar to this. Anyway, so I like this lip stain because it's a stain, which means that you just swipe it on and it doesn't come off for a really, really long time. So I can put this on and then put lipstick on over it, and when the lipstick wears off, I still have the stain. And so that's great. I really like it. And it's e.l.f., so it's pretty cheap, and I don't know, a little goes a long way. It's been lasting me a long time. I just wanted to share that in case you also have like lips the same color as your skin and you want to just kind of turn them up a little bit. I do sometimes put more coats of this on, and it gets brighter and like really fun because it is like this kind of bright red tone. So if you put a lot on, like it is like kind of like boom, hi. So yeah, so sometimes I do put a little bit more of that on, but most of the time I just put a little bit on just to kind of make my lips show up. So yeah, so that's one thing that I wanted to share with you. The other thing is I, every morning for the yoga and body acceptance e-course, you know, I pull one of these cards and talk about it in our secret Facebook group, and sometimes the cards just like really are like, boom, they like punch me and say, wake up, Laura, like you need to be thinking about this. And so that happened today. So I just wanted to share it with you. So the card is this card. What do I need? And that seems like such a basic question. And it is a basic question, like what do I need? But as I was talking in the Facebook group, the answer was more than I expected. And this happens a lot with me. So basically what I shared in the group was, you know, when I hear the question, what do I need? I think of 2 things. So I think of what do I need in this moment, physically and emotionally, and what do I need in the long term, physically and emotionally. And so in the short term, I need to prepare myself for the day, like in this moment. You know, I have a really long day. I'm doing a lot for me, and luckily, like so far today, my body feels good. I'm not having any flares. I'm not having any pain, so that's great. So I feel like I'm starting the day with a full set of spoons, and hopefully they hold out. And emotionally in this moment, I just need to be kind to myself and to be open with my husband and anyone else I encounter today about what my capacity is. And then in the long term, what I need is, like, physically, I need to get rid of stuff. I'm really working on that in different areas of my house. I'm like squinting because the sun is really bright. But I'm really working on getting rid of things, because when I get rid of things, it feels really good to me. It feels like cleansing, you know. I have a lot of things. I think I told you all about my craft supply using up commitment that I've made to myself. Like, that feels really good to me. I've already kind of started on that. I pulled some storage and organizing things from another place in the house, clean them, and they're ready to come in here and have stuff be put into them, so that the craft supplies that I have are more usable. I'm looking here because that's where it all is. It's right there. So I think what I need, like, from my environment is to feel more minimal, to feel more ease. And then emotionally, from myself, what I need is kindness and compassion. So if I do have things with my body that kind of keep me from doing as much, just to be more kind to myself about that. To do what I can in that moment and not beat myself up about what I'm not able to do. And then I also need to keep that feeling of excitement and optimism that I have now as I think about all the projects coming up for the year, and not let anything kind of dull that excitement. Like, right now I'm so pumped about all this stuff that's happening and all the opportunities are kind of opening up to me. And I don't want to lose that just because, like, when I have my first setback, because there are always setbacks. So, and I need, in the long term, emotionally, to be really open and vulnerable with the people in my life about how I'm feeling and what I have capacity to do and how they can support me. And obviously vice versa, because it's really important to me to support other people. But a lot of times I don't ask for help, because I could do it myself. I don't need you, and I don't want to bother you. So if people offer to help, they made that choice, and so I can take them up on it. I just don't usually, and so I'm really trying to say yes when I actually need help, instead of my knee-jerk, no, I'm fine, I got it. Which is, like, definitely my reaction to things when people offer to help. Anyway, so that was the card for today. What do I need? I would love to hear what you need. I love in the comments when y'all tell me your responses to the cards. I love, love, love it. Because I just think it's so cool, you know, to be able to see into other people's lives and experiences, and just know, you know, like, we're so similar and we're so different. And a lot of times other people's answers to these cards will open up my brain into thinking, oh God, I need that too. So comment below, share your thoughts and feelings if you want to, if you feel like it is safe for you to do so and comfortable. All right, I will talk to y'all later. I'm about to go start my super busy day. Bye. Okay, so I totally forgot that I was going to tell y'all this story. It's really quick, of what happened this morning. So I got up and I put my dog on her leash, and I was going to take her out to go to the bathroom. I opened the front door, and there's a possum on my front steps. And I mean, you know what a possum looks like. They're, like, so creepy looking. I think that they're so, like, ugly and creepy that they're cute, but a lot of people, like, just think that they're super creepy and gross looking. I don't know if you've ever seen a possum, like, really close up, but I have a lot of times. Where I live, we have really big lots, and there's a lot of trees and just, like, natural vegetation. There's a bio nearby. Like, it just, there's a lot of, like, critters that live in my neighborhood, including wild peacocks, which I want to show y'all sometime. probably in the spring, because then they're out more. When it's cold like this, they tend to kind of hunker down during the day. Anyway, so I open the door and there's this possum just like on the front steps. He was obviously kind of exploring, and I startled him. And so when I opened the door, I was just like, oh, hello. And he was so close. And my dog, you know, she's on a leash, but the leash is long enough for her, if she wanted to like charge the possum and actually get to the possum. And so the possum goes, and I started laughing, and I closed the door really fast so that my dog couldn't, you know, try to attack the possum. Because my dog is part dachshund, and she has a lot of hunting instincts, but she also doesn't know what to do if she actually gets to her prey. And so times when she has gotten like close to catching a squirrel or something like that, she stops herself, she pulls back because she realizes, I don't know what to do next. So the instinct to chase is very strong, but the instinct to kill is not there. She doesn't know what to do. Anyway, so I didn't want her to charge the possum and then not know what to do. I mean, I don't want her to charge the possum at all, but I didn't want her to like get up there and freeze and then the possum like attacks or something. Anyway, it was hilarious. So I cracked open the door a little bit, and the possum is still there, and it's like just looking at the door and looking at me, and I was just like, hi, because I thought he was cute with his little gross old man face. And he wasn't fleeing. I thought, oh, he's gonna run off, and he was not running off. And so I was like, okay, you have to go, you have to go. And he wasn't going. And then my dog was like, you know, trying to get out the door because she's like got this instinct to chase it. My cat's now wanting to go outside, and I'm like, oh my god, these animals. So I stuck my leg out the door and kind of like shook my leg at him, and he ran away. His little possum butt, his creepy possum like rat tail. It was great. It was very funny. And then of course the animals were like trying to track it. And I was like, just go to the bathroom. We're going back inside. You guys are not ferocious predators here. Anyway, so that's my story about the possum this morning. It was so funny. Just like his little his little face, it was so funny and cute. Okay, bye. Hi. Welcome. Vlog. I'm here with my lip balm and my Catstellations onesie. It's super cold right now. We are having in Houston a winter storm. So today, like, even my husband they closed the office, everybody had to go home, so he got sent home from work, so he's been here. I'm looking out the window right now. There's literally snow on roofs. Like, what? It was sleeting all day, super heavy sleet. My car has like ice stuff on it. Maybe I'll take you outside and show you. It's like so exciting and crazy. We don't get this very often, and I love, 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 love cold weather, winter weather, snow, ice, all of it. So apparently there's ice everywhere, and we're gonna have a really cold night. I don't know exactly what temperature, I didn't look it up. I just saw a headline like, whatever, crazy cold weather tonight. So I'm excited. I've been cold all day, and I finally realized, holy crap, why am I not wearing my onesie? It is the perfect outfit for right now. It's fleece, it covers me so much. When I go outside to take my dog out, I can put my hood on. This thing is so funny to me. I love it. It's so warm. I can only wear it when it's really cold because otherwise I'm like too warm. But I've been really cold inside all day. Even with the heater on, I've been like wearing warm clothes and also a blanket. So it's motherfucking onesie time. So I wanted to show you today a little tour of my notebook that I use. Looks like this. So, and also, okay, first, real talk. I have not been using my notebook for a couple months. I was super into it, and this is typically what I do is I get really into something and then I just kind of forget about it. And that happened with this notebook. It always happens whenever I try to have a planner. This is not a planner because I have already learned that I cannot keep a planner. I can't do it. I use Google Calendar and that works for me. I don't have to schedule too many things. I have a lot of recurring stuff that happens, and then the stuff that I do have to schedule, I just put it on Google Calendar and it pops up with reminders for me. I just don't remember to use a paper planner. So last year in 2016, I bought a passion planner, which if you are a planner person, that's an awesome planner. You should totally buy one. I'm not a planner person, so it was not good for me. So this year, 2017, I bought this notebook and have decorated it, like put washi tape on the spine. I'm going to give you a closer look in a second. I've got like tabs and whatnot. And so I was super into this for a while, and then towards the end of October, there was just a lot going on and I just stopped using it. You know what? I used to keep it like right by me on the couch, and I like cleaned and put it away. And then when I wasn't looking at it all the time, I did not remember to use it. So, but I miss it. So I am pulling it back out. I'm going to give you a tour, and then I'm going to set up a bunch of fresh pages, and I'll show you the new fresh pages once I get them set up. So it's kind of like a two-parter. I'm going to show you what I have done in the past, and then what I am going to do in the future. And I was partially inspired, shout out to my friend Marc the Fat Yogi. I watched a bunch of his YouTube videos. He has a brand new channel. I'm going to link him in the box below, so go check him out. He is so great. I really enjoy his perspective on things, his male presence in the fat yoga world. Also, he's really cute, so I like looking at him. Sorry, Mark, if that's creepy. Anyway, so one of the videos that I watched of his was his new planner that he got, and so he was talking about, you know, scheduling things and organizing and, you know, post-it notes and stickers, and I was like, oh, my notebook. So thank you, Mark. I am now motivated to get back with my notebook. Little journal tour for you. Here is a close-up at the colors and everything. It's so pretty. I added that washi tape, the chevron washi tape, to reinforce the spine. So that's the outside, the back is the same. So then I added this washi tape because it was just, it's the exposed sheaths of paper, and with as much as I was using it, it has like the, you know, like rubberized coating on it, but it was not going to make it. So with the washi tape though, it has a little reinforcement, and I like the contrast with the floral. So this notebook is by the brand Studio O. I got it at a store called Whole Earth Provision here in Houston, but I bet you can buy it online, I'm sure. So on the inside, we'll open it up. I created a pocket out of an old file folder where I keep stickers, because I like to put stickers as I go along. And so I like having them in here, and I just glue down each of these edges and use this cut file folder. So very easy. And then I made another one here where I keep this ruler that also has like shapes on it. So if I want to make like checklists or designs or stuff, I can just use that stencil, and then it tucks right in here. So going through, here's a good example. So the tabs that I have, these little pink ones are months, and the little pink ones is an indication of where I have my tracker. So this is the right direction. So you can see this was September. I'm holding it at an angle because that light is hitting it and making it to where you can't see. So I had the things that I wanted to track, and then a little box for each day of the month, and I would exit off if I did it. And this is all like personal lifestyle stuff, and down here was work things. I wasn't really tracking much work stuff. This was more about personal life. So if you can't see, it was how much water, whether or not I had soda, if I ate fast food, if I took my meds and vitamins, if I practiced yoga, if I meditated, if I was in bed before midnight. For a while I was really on this thing where I wanted to do self-care beauty treatments because I hadn't done that in a while, so I was tracking that. if I had gluten, if I was crafty, if I had my period, if I did my daily gratitude practice, which I'll show you more in here, if I spent money, if I spent time with a friend, if I exercised, if I watered my plants, if I ate 3 meals a day, and if I measured my blood sugar. So this is right after I got diagnosed with PCOS, and I realized that I needed to stop eating like once a day. I needed to eat 3 times a day. That has made a huge difference. It turns out you should eat 3 meals a day, or at least 2. So yeah, so the little pink tabs are where I have the monthly trackers. There's one behind here. And then these bigger tabs are other things that I'm actually tracking during the month. So for example, if I open to this gratitude tab here, can you see that? Oh, you can't see. So each day I wrote down, you can see where I fell off the wagon. Towards the end of October, yep. But before I fell off the wagon, each day I just wrote something that I was grateful for. So let's see. October, let's see, 15. The Vipassana teacher training that I created and hosted ended, and I had a new crop of Vipassana certified teachers. That was very exciting. That was what I was grateful for that day. October 29th, 6th wedding anniversary. Looks like in November, I tried to get back on it. So the 15th, 16th, 17th, and 19th, I wrote it, a gratitude thing. Actually, look, November 16th, cat print onesie. I love it. So that's the daily gratitude practice. There's stars at the top, washi tape on the side of all my pages. So the other big tabs were this food tracker that I made. You can see I'm going to stop being mad at myself for falling off the wagon. Here's the chunk that's actually filled out. I would just write down whatever I ate, and it was not I wasn't on a diet. I just wanted to see what I was eating. And then I was also tracking symptoms. So there's a column here, a small column, where I was making a mark for if I was having IBS symptoms. So I really like this food tracker, and it was really easy. I wasn't being I wasn't saying amounts or anything. It says here we go. Toast with butter, stir fry, coconut milk noodles, vegetable soup. That was the whole day. Atkins bar, tacos, Indian food. It just helps me remember. And I was looking for patterns. Let's see, this other tab here was a blood sugar tracker. And this is the second version of the blood sugar tracker, where I realized that I didn't need as many columns as the first time. So this is new. I did actually do a lot in the beginning. Let me see if I can find you an old one. Let's see. Oh, here's an exercise tracker that I had made. Each day, how many miles I walk. I was doing a little walking challenge for myself. There's a lot of zeros during part of it. But I was still at least recording no, I didn't. So how many miles I walked and if I stretched afterwards. Here, this is great. Here is blood sugar tracking, where I actually did both pages. I was doing it a lot. And whether or not it was, my fasting blood sugar or what. Here's a super full food tracker. So I was really great about this for a while. I was doing a lot. Let's see what I ate. Let's see, what month is this? September, let's pick a number. 24. Bagel with cream cheese and smoked salmon. Crab cakes, green beans, clam chowder. Oh, I had symptoms that day. I wonder what it was. Maybe the crab cakes. I don't know. Let's see. Let's find another one where I had symptoms. Bagel with cream cheese, grilled shrimp, salad, tofu spring rolls, lobster bisque. Maybe it's the seafood. Or both of those days had a bagel. Interesting. Anyway, I don't need to get into that now, but isn't it so interesting to be able to look back at this? And it's great for if I, you know, when I'm going to see a doctor, I can really look at it and see like what were my symptoms and is there a pattern. So here's the gratitude one that was all filled out where I had done, this is about 2 months worth. So let's just pick some. September 16, great sex, smiley face. September 29, fun packages arrived, refreshed my altar. That's nice. October 4, got lots done on manual, coffee with Gretchen. That's nice, spent time with a friend. So I really like this. I would like to get back on it. So that's the notebook tour. I hope you liked that. Do you use a planner or do you have a notebook like this? This is like kind of similar to bullet journaling, but I don't have the discipline for bullet journaling. So this is like freestyle, freestyle bullet journaling. But yeah, is that your thing? Do you like that? I'm always curious to see like how people organize their lives, what systems they have in place that work for them. Their style, like some people are so cutesy. It's snowing. It's snowing. We're going outside. We're gonna go outside. Anyway, comment below. Tell me what you use to organize your life. Are you a bullet journaler? Are you a planner person? Are you an electronic planner person? Like, what is your deal? I want to know. And are you like me, where you try really hard to start things and then you just like cannot follow through? Because that's how I am. All right, y'all, I'm gonna take you outside because it's snowing. Oh my gosh. We're outside. It's both sleeting and snowing at the same time. It's just very exciting. This is my car. Look, there's icy stuff all over it. Oh my gosh. Look. You might live where it's very cold and it does this all the time, but I don't. Oh my gosh. Everything's like frosty. Look, there's icicles. Oh my god. I'm so excited. I cannot even with this. So, I have my hood on. Y'all. This is amazing. I love it. I can feel it hitting me. It's so exciting. Hey y'all, I'm back and I did my little work in my journal, updating it for 2018 for January, and I'm ready to show you what I did. Hey! So first I picked the new colors for my tracker for the month. These are the ones that I chose. They're just kind of random colors that I picked that I liked in the moment. So these will be my tracker colors for January. Alright, so first thing I did was, this is not like the fanciest fix, but I had this food tracker page that I had made and not used any of them. So I just covered over the numbers of the dates and put in new ones. So I've got the rest of January, February starts here and continues all down here. So it's just taped graph paper over the page. It's not the cutest thing, but I did use this cat washi tape. Here, look. So that's something. It's cute. Next month will look a little better. So after that, I have my monthly spread. So I think this is looking cute. I used this chevron washi tape and also I used this cat washi tape again. And I've got things that I'm tracking. And I did leave some space because I think that I'm just not thinking of some things that I want to track. So I left, looks like I left 5 rows here for me to add. And then even though I skipped half the month doing it, I still started at 1 because it feels more complete to me, and because I wanted to track my period, and that happened back here towards the beginning of the month. So should I have used this whole page? Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, so then I started tracking from things that I remember from yesterday and then from today, and then I will fill in the rest of the month. Down here is work stuff, so that I happen to know that I've done these two things every day, so that was a nice 2 rows that I could fill in, and then I have the other stuff that I'm tracking here with a good amount of space below for me to add to it. Then I've got financial stuff, and I'm starting to plan a new course for next month, which is creating a home yoga practice. And so I'm just starting to write down the people who have signed up so far, and every time someone signs up, I will add to it. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people so far. And here's my new gratitude, my daily gratitude journal page. And I went ahead and filled in today, started back with my journal, and Richard came home early because of the snow day. And so I chose this pretty washi tape, and Richard gave this to me for Christmas. He gave me a few different kinds of washi tape. I think it's really pretty. Nice floral, navy blue, green, and pink. So I've got the rest of January, and then all of February fits perfectly. And that's it. I did set these pages up with this cat washi tape. It's the same as the blue, but in pink. So this page is ready for something to go on it. I just don't know what I want to go on it yet. So it is set up and ready. So I will just put my little bookmarker in, and I'm ready to take this to the couch so that I will actually use it. Hey y'all! Outfit of the day is happening right now. I'm terrible at singing, yeah! There's my dog. Alright, so it's cold, and I'm leaving the house for the first time in like 2, possibly 3 days. Don't even remember at this point. So I'm dressed warmly. I've got these Torrid booties. I've got my Maurice's fleece-lined leggings. I've got this same moon and sun Torrid dress on again. Y'all can tell it's one of my faves. I've got my Maurice's pink sweater here. This is the one that you can't see. This is too hard. Y'all, I'm sorry, I'm really bad at these outfit of the day things. It has the like lace-up detailing on the back. It's super soft, nice and warm because this dress is sleeveless. And I don't need to be dressed super warm because I'm just going to be like running from the car into the store and stuff. So I've got a bun going on, some lipstick. This is Devotion by BH Cosmetics. What I wanted to talk to you about is yesterday I had a weird experience. Well, it was kind of weird. It was mostly just annoying. So as somebody on the internet who dares to have a social media profile, who dares to be fat visibly in public on the internet, I get mean messages. I get mean comments or like, you know, mocking comments on posts that I make. And then I also get messages, like personal messages in my DMs that are even meaner, just very cruel and nasty, because then it's like private, you know, so other people can't see it. So people feel even more free to leave those in my DMs. And so I also get like, you know, unsolicited dick pics and stuff like that. And it's funny because my account is not like a sexy account at all. And there are definitely sexy fat girls on Instagram, like doing their thing, looking sexy, being fly, and are more into flirting and stuff like that. That's not me. No shade to them. It's just not me. So my account is really about yoga and body positivity, and that's it. Anyway, and so I'll get these dick pics and I just delete them. So here's what I want to talk about is when you get mean messages online, what do you do? Because I used to, when I was younger and when I was first starting out with this account, I used to, when I would get like a crappy message on one of my posts, I would like snap back and be like, you know, blah, 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 say something sassy, like try to put them in their place or try to call them out. and it would just piss them off more, and then they would engage more and engage more. And I just don't think that that was really helpful. And then in my DMs I would do the same, and it like took that comment from something that could just roll off my back and made it something that was like in me. Kitties! I love seeing the cats in my neighborhood. So I stopped engaging because it just felt like the right thing to do for me. And so now when I get like snarky or straight up rude or shitty messages on my posts, I just delete and block that person. So when you block someone, it deletes their comment like it was never there. And if I get a DM, I do the same thing. I don't even respond back. I just block them. Okay. Oh, warmth is finally starting to come out of my vents. Okay, I'm so happy. My hands are so cold. And so I know that like what to do, how to respond to trolls is kind of a controversial topic, and some people are like, no, you need to respond because you need to like try and call them out and blah 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 and let them know that it's not okay, and like, you know, really make it a thing, and you know, so that other people also see that you're not going to put up with that. But then the other side, and kind of where I'm falling now, you know, in my life, is like I am really good at not taking those comments to heart. Like, they comment mean things and I'm like, oh, whatever. Like, that is not even about me. That is about you and your issues with my body, because I didn't go looking for you. You came looking for me. And as I try to practice the 4 agreements more, and if you don't know what the 4 agreements are, they are basically like 4 ways to live, and they're by this guy Don Miguel Ruiz, and one of them is don't take anything personally, and that's been really helpful to me because I spent my whole life taking things personally, whether they were personal or not. Anyway, so for me, not engaging is what I do for 2 reasons. So the first is because the more I engage, the more I start to internalize what they're saying, and it reinforces all those old negative stories that I told myself and that the world told me. And the second reason is because now that I have this Instagram account with, it's not like I'm like some crazy huge account, but there are over 8,000 people who follow me, and that's a lot of people. Even in the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot of people. You know, it is kind of a lot of people to see posts and to see mean comments and stuff. So for me, the second reason not to engage is because I don't want my followers, the people who see my posts, to see those things, because maybe they're not in the place that I'm in. Maybe they're not able to kind of, you know, separate and say, well, this is not about me, this is about them. And so, for example, last night I had 4 mean comments come in, one right after the other. So I don't know if somebody shared this photo and tagged me, or well, I would have seen a tag. I don't know. It's strange that so many came in all at one time, is what I'm saying. It was a photo, it's actually an ad for my Create Your Own Home Yoga Practice course that I'm doing next month. And so I've posted about like twice on Instagram, and in the picture it's me laying down on the floor, all propped up with props for Shavasana, which is our deep relaxation pose, if you're not aware what Shavasana is. And there's a cat laying on my belly because she loves to do that. And it's just a cute picture of me in Shavasana with a cat, and I thought it was, you know, cute to use for this home practice, because where else are you going to get a cat on your belly during Shavasana than at home, unless you come to cat yoga with me. And I got so many mean comments about it, and they were like, basically like, this isn't yoga, and like, oh, what's next? Snacks with yoga, you know, because I'm fat, like, I like snacks. Bitch, everybody likes snacks. And then someone telling me I should be ashamed for scamming people all this information is free online. Yeah, it is. It totally is. But you know what? It's really overwhelming if you don't know how to create a home yoga practice. It's really overwhelming to go online and try to figure it out. And the reason this course exists, the reason I created it, is because it is the #1 question that I get from people over and over and over. I want to start yoga at home, but I don't know how. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to do it. I don't know how long to do it, etc. So I don't think it's a scam if I'm getting asked this all the time and people are wanting this information. So anyway, like, I know it's not a scam, but just like her comment was so mean. And anyway, so I'm getting off track. But so I didn't respond to any of those. I just deleted and blocked those people. And they're such lazy insults, you know, like, oh, your body's fat. I know, thanks. And it's super fucking cute. Anyway, so those are the 2 reasons that I don't respond, is because, one, the more that I engage with that and go back and forth, the more I start to slip back into that internalizing behavior where I, you know, start to bring that into myself, and that's not good, because I spent my whole life doing that, and I don't want to do it anymore. And then the second reason, just to recap, is that, you know, other people out in the world see that, who are in various stages of their body love journey. And I know what it feels like to see comments made about someone else whose body looks like mine, and to go, oh, well then this applies to me too. If you think they're a piece of garbage, then I'm a piece of garbage too. If you think they're disgusting, then I'm disgusting too. And I don't want, I'm getting emotional, you guys, you know how I am. I don't want people to think that about themselves. I don't want them to come to my page and think that about themselves, because that is literally the opposite of what I'm trying to do. So yeah, so that's my reasons. But I just wanted to see, like, what are people's reasons for engaging? I mean, I think I know, but sometimes I talk to people and they say something and I'm like, oh, I never, you know, I didn't think about it that way, or, you know, that's an interesting perspective. So I'm just curious to see, do you engage with trolls if you get, you know, like, troll comments, or do you just delete and block? Question mark. So comment. I want to know. I like hearing everybody's different ideas and stuff. All right. Well, I will talk to y'all later. Okay, so just wrapping up the vlog, I wanted to talk to you about a couple things. One is the Create Your Own Home Yoga e-course that I have mentioned a few times. I just want to tell you what that is. In case you're interested, this is clearly not the hard sell, but I want you to know what it is. If yoga is something that you've wanted to try, then, and you've had trouble, like, getting started, knowing what to do, just, like, feeling like you had the information that you needed, or if it just seems, like, kind of overwhelming, then you are exactly who I created this e-course for. So like I mentioned in my video before when I was driving, it's literally the #1 question I get from people who contact me through Instagram or Facebook or my website. They all want to know, how did they get started, what do they do, where did they do it, when did they do it, how long did they do it, what moves should they do, etc., etc. And I try to answer people as best I can, but I've gotten to the point now where I just don't have time to answer everyone as thoroughly as I would like to, and it has made me realize that there is a need for this. So I've created this e-course. I'm pricing it really low. It's only $20 because I want people to be able to afford to take it. It's 3 weeks long. You get my personal attention every day. It's worth a lot more than $20. So it makes me really happy to be able to do this for such a low price point. So that's what that is. If you want to know more, I'll put a link in the box below. I will not hassle you anymore about that. But I just wanted to put the information out there in case it was something that you were interested in. And then the other thing that I was going to talk about is, I don't remember. So I'm just going to end this vlog because I don't remember what I was going to say. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I hope you're having a great day. I hope that I was entertaining or enlightening or something. And I send you all my good vibes, and I'll see you next time. Bye.